When you say the name Tim Gunn, you think fashion perfection. And now the Emmy-winning TV host is branching out from Project Runway to help a whole new brand of fashion hopefuls. Take a look.
No, you must stop now. Isabel, now. This is not fair. It must come out of the machine and go on your model. No more.
No more
No
touch?
more. No more.
touching.
No. No, 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 no.
Sorry. I'll tell you what, I love that he's a perfectionist as well. In his new show, Under the Gun, airing on the Lifetime Network, up-and-coming fashion designers are literally put under the gun in order to impress a panel of celebrity judges. And guess who's here to talk all about it? Tim Gunn is joining us live from New York City. Good morning, Tim. How are you?
Good morning, Rob. I'm thrilled to be with you. Thank you. I'm very excited about the show.
I'm excited to hear about it, Tim. I've got a couple of questions, if I could. Well, I've got a fashion expert on the program. You know, we're in television. Our look is something that we can control. We don't have control over much else. My weather guy wears sneakers. I'm showing the sneaker right now to our viewers. He wears sneakers with a suit. Is that a no-no?
It's unusual.
Not a no-no. But is it a no-no? Is it a fashion faux pas?
No. You know, in fashion, I don't think there are any no-nos other than possibly a bare midriff that's not on the beach. Men can do it. I see men do it in New York. It's unusual. But I believe in personal style, and I believe in doing what resonates for you.
Okay, Tim. My next question before we get to the program. I'm in the blazer market right now. I own a lot of, the Joseph Banks suits because obviously cost is an issue. I've been looking at like Tom Ford jackets, but they're really expensive. Where can I get a nice window pane knockoff for a better price?
You know, I do know. You can go to my favorite brand. I'm wearing it right now, and they don't pay me to say this. Suit Supply. It's one word. Go to suitsupply.com, Rob, and you will not be disappointed.
Tim, that just literally made my day. Wrote it down and circled it. All right, Project Runway, Under the Gun. Tell us about the new show.
Well, it's Project Runway meets The Voice with scissors. It takes the aspects of Project Runway that I love the most, very talented designers, fun challenges, and it throws in, though, a whole new dimension of mentoring. We bring back 3 former Project Runway designers who have achieved a good deal of success to serve as mentors to the designers in the workroom. And I'm mentoring the mentors. So it's a whole new dimension for me as well, and it's a huge amount of fun.
And quite a list of guest judges. Heidi Klum, Neil Patrick Harris, Macklemore, to name a few.
Yes, we're blessed with a lot of really great people, and how wonderful of Heidi to show her support. She's the judge for our finale.
Yeah, she's such a fashion icon, really a legend in the business. When is Fashion Week in New York City?
Fashion Week is the week after next.
So it's coming up?
It's going to be rocking and rolling here in New York more than it usually does.
What do you have planned for the big week?
You know, I have to tell you, I'm planning on laying low. I'm going to watch as many of the shows as I can on a live stream on my computer and stay away from the mobs. I'm just not a mob kind of guy.
Right. And with the Super Bowl this week, I'm sure it's a zoo in the Big Apple. Tim, couple more questions about fashion here. So what do you think about men with pocket squares? I wear typically just a white pocket square. Sometimes I'll do the peaks. Today I just have a flat pocket square. But I think a pop of color is nice. But, when you're a news anchor, you don't want to go overboard. What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, I agree with you about not going overboard, but I also love a pocket square. I have very wide lapels, so you can barely see my pocket square, but it's there. And I just think it's a way of adding a little punctuation, a little pop of color to a look. And for men, most suits are going to be very neutral. And that little bit of color is welcome. I will say this, though. Many men are inclined to match the pocket square with the tie.
Right.
I don't think that's even remotely necessary.
I agree.
They should be in harmony, but they don't need to match.
Harmony.
And I'm certainly not doing that, as you can tell.
And final question, what do you think about that little clip that goes under the tie that kind of gives the tie a little boost? Those have sort of started to make a comeback. What do you think?
They are making a comeback, and I think it's a matter of personal taste. I wear one occasionally, especially if I have a narrow tie, because ties tend to migrate.
Right.
And it helps the tie stay in place. And I like them. I do. And they're certainly making a big comeback.
And what's the rule with thin ties? I can't get away with a thin tie, but one of my reporters can.
Well, I have to say, Rob, I don't get away with it either. I mean, some of my ties are thinner. in general, but they're not those little skinny ties.
Right.
They're hard to wear if you're over 25.
Exactly. I've got a bigger face, so I need a bigger knot to kind of work with that. Listen, Tim Gunn, I really enjoyed speaking with you. Congratulations on the show. We look forward to watching. It is Project Runway Under the Gun. Thanks so much, Tim.
Thank you so much, Rob.
You're all set now, right?
Jeez, I just got all the advice I need. Suitsupply.com.
Take some more notes quickly.
Coming from Tim Gunn. Very helpful stuff. It is now